Good morning. Thank you for joining us today for another yoga session. We're changing it up a little bit today, bringing in a little bit faster flow, a lot more poses, to a good reggae playlist. So I hope you enjoy. Grab a mat, grab your towel and a block if you have it, and some water, and we'll get started. Alright, today we'll start in child's pose. So if you want to take your knees out wide, bring your heels and your feet to the mat, your hips down to your heels. Drop your head towards the mat and then extend your arms long. Begin to find your breath. Start controlling your breath, breathing in and out through your nose. Deep inhale, fill your lungs all the way up. And then exhale, releasing everything back down. Inhale and exhale. During this practice today, we're going to use our Ujjayi breath, restricting off the back of your throat, creating an audible sound as you exhale and breathe out your nose. Go ahead and practice a few times. Inhale and then exhale. And hear that sound in the back of your throat as you exhale each time and breathe out each time. And continue with this breath throughout the entire practice. This is a little bit more intensive practice, so if at any time you feel that you need to take a break, take a child's pose, catch your breath, come back whenever you are feeling better. Another deep inhale and exhale. Your next inhale, let's come up to a tabletop. We'll curl our toes under and just push straight into a downward facing dog. Walking our heels closer to the mat. Taking your gaze back towards your knees. Make sure to keep your back flat, nice and flat here. It's okay to have a bend in your knees if you need it. Coming back to center, walk forward towards your hands. We're going to come into a ragdoll. So let your head fall, your spine elongate, grab opposite elbows, and then just let your head hang. Maybe sway back and forth, loosening everything up, taking your head side to side. Then releasing your hands towards the mat. Let's roll up one vertebra at a time. Roll it up. Arms come up, gaze goes up, and exhale through heart center down to mountain pose, Tadasana. Hands are down at your side, shoulders are relaxed, head gaze is forward. We'll go straight into our sun salutations today. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, hands through heart center, hinge at your hips and fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back here, gaze is forward. And then plant your hands, step back to a high plank. We'll lower halfway, keeping our elbows into our sides. Inhale, raise up for upward facing dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna do a few of these with our breath, so each breath is a movement here. It's a little bit faster. I'll just say flow through your vinyasa. Take your gaze forward and step to the front of your mat. We'll inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands through, heart center, back down to mountain pose. And we'll do that 2 more times. Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Vinyasa, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Gaze to the front of your mat and step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And then exhale, hands through, heart center. Or just go straight into it, hinge at your hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. This time, step, hop, or float back. Straight into your vinyasa. And exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, if you get tired, like I said earlier, just go into child's pose, bring your knees down, take a break, and then just come back, start where we're at. All right, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, rise all the way up. This time, bend your knees. We're gonna go into chair pose. Bring your hands to heart center. See if you can get a little bit lower. Toes are together, heels are slightly apart. And keep your chest up. Arms can come back up. We'll hold for 3 breaths here. And on your next exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Vinyasa, lower halfway. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. In between your hands, root to rise. Turn your left ankle out and inhale, raise up, warrior 1. Exhale, take it down. Plant your hands, step your foot back. Vinyasa, lower halfway. Inhale up, and exhale, downward dog. Left leg goes up, step it through in between your hands. Root to rise, ground down, inhale up, and exhale back down. Step your foot back, vinyasa. Inhale up, exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll take a couple breaths here. Gaze forward, bend at your knees. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse one. I bring it all the way up. And then exhale, bend your knees. Arms come down, swing them up. Back to that chair pose. See if you can go a little bit lower. Your weight shifts back into your heels. Let's do that one more time. Maybe we'll add a little variation to it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up. Step it through in between your hands. Inhale, raise up. And then exhale, warrior 2. Let's bring our hands out. And then turn. Flip your right palm. Take your gaze out that way. Reverse your warrior, take it back. Bring it back up, warrior 2. And then wind around, warrior 1. Plant your hands. Step back, vinyasa, lower halfway. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side now. Left leg goes up. Step it through in between your hands. Turn your ankle out. Inhale up. Warrior 1. Now check in with your body. Make sure that your hips and your shoulders, everything is square. or as square as you can to the front of your mat. Your back leg is straight. Open up, warrior two. Flip your left hand. Reverse your warrior, take it back. And then let's bring it back up. Warrior two. Wind your arm around, warrior one. And then exhale, step it back. Foot goes back, vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Take your gaze forward, bend into your knees. Hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bend your knees straight into chair pose again. Utkatasana. And come up. Two more breaths. We'll do that another time. Bring in a different modification, different variation to it. Fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your hands. Step or hop back. Vinyasa. Right leg comes up. Take a bend into your knee. Roll your knee. 2 that way. 2 the other way. We're going to plant our hand into the mat. Left hand into the mat. Right hand's going to raise. And then slowly begin to flip your dog. Pressing through your feet, your hips go high, your gaze goes back. And then wind it back around. Right leg comes up. And step it forward in between your hands. Inhale, warrior one, come up. Exhale, warrior two. Making sure everything is even. Elbows, shoulders, wrists, parallel. This time we're going to come down to our elbow, to our knee. Side angle. If you want, you can extend all the way down. Gaze goes up. Already sweating today. Inhale, raise it back up. Straighten your front leg, kick your back hip out. Body comes forward, drop down, triangle pose. Keep your shoulder back. And you're not leaning into your leg. Nice and straight here. Bend into your front knee. Inhale, raise up. Warrior two. Wind it around, warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. This time we're going to go ahead and add our warrior three in. So ground through your front foot. Find some buoyancy in the back leg. And go straight into warrior three. Toes are pointed down. Good job. Drop your foot, inhale, arms come back up. That's it for this flow. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your foot back if you choose. You can keep it raised. And vinyasa. All right, let's do the other side. Let's take a couple breaths first. All right, left leg comes up. Take a bend into your knee. Your foot is flat here, so it's like you're trying to push through the wall. Make your circles. Two one way, two the other way. And then grounding through your right hand, begin to raise your left hand up, flip your dog, wild thing. Hips come up, gaze goes back. Wind your arm back around, 3-leg dog, and step forward. Left foot in between your hands, inhale, raise up, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. And then exhale, take your elbow to your knee or extend all the way down. Take your gaze up. Make sure you're pulling your shoulder back. Use that side blade edge of your back foot to stop you. Inhale, raise up. We'll straighten our leg, kick your hip back, body goes forward. Trikonasana, triangle pose. All right, bend into that front knee, raise back up, warrior two. And then wind your arm around, warrior one. Now remember, we're gonna go straight into warrior three from here. So bring your hands to heart center. Ground through that front leg and push off. Toes point down. Stepping your foot back, inhale, raise up. And then exhale. Step your hands down. If you stepped your foot back and kept it raised, keep it like that. Lower halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's go into some planks. Inhale, raise all the way up to the front of your mat. Your body's flat, your core's pulled in tight. Take your left hand, place it in the center of your mat. Peel your right arm open. There is a modification here. Drop your knee if you choose. Keep your hips high. And if you want to raise your right leg, feel free to do that. All right, other side. Left foot comes down. Right hand meets the mat. Lift your left leg up. Move your right hand to the center. Peel your left hand open. Drop your foot or your knee if you need to. And then raise your left leg. And then exhale, let's drop our foot, drop our hand, come up to that high plank, and then lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, push up, and then exhale back. Gaze goes forward, bend into your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, or fold. And then inhale, reverse swan. I bring it all the way up. This time we're going to swing our arms down. Bend your knees, back up to chair pose. Take it lower. All right. Begin to hover your right foot. Step it back. High lunge. Let's bring our hands to heart center. We're going to do a twist here. So roll your shoulders back. Inhale, and then as you exhale, take your elbow to your knee. Push into it. Raise your elbow. Keeping your hands at heart center. Inhale, raise back up to center. And then exhale, hands come down. Inhale, arms come up. Let's step back up. Chair pose. Same thing, other side. Hover, raising your left leg. Finding balance. And then step it back. Exhale, hands to heart center. As you inhale, roll your shoulders back and twist. Exhale. Try to push your hands so that your hands are right in between your heart. Elbow goes up, gaze goes up. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, drop your hands. Inhale, back up to chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. High plank again. But this time we'll lower all the way down. Bring your hands behind you. Gaze goes forward. Keeping your palms facing up. We're going to raise our shoulders, raise our head, raise our hands, and raise our feet. Gaze goes forward. Inhale, raise up. Hold. See if you can go a little bit higher. And exhale, release. Bring your left cheek to the mat. Okay, head goes back to center. Take one more deep breath. And then inhale, raise up. Exhale, drop it down. Bring your hands up towards your chest. Left hand is going to stay by your chest. Your right hand will extend out like a T. Raise your left leg and roll it over. Roll it back over. We'll switch sides. Right hand comes up to the mat. Left hand extends out to a T. Right leg raises up and rolls over. You're probably pretty sweaty by now. Feel free to take a break if needed. Honor your body. Come back around. Bring your left hand into center and push up. Go straight into a tabletop and then raise up. Ustrasana, camel pose. Arms are going to come up. Gaze up. And first, let me give you guys a variation. If you cannot get the full version of camel, you can always bring your hands to your lower back. Take your gaze up and roll back. All right, arms come up, inhale. Exhale, maybe drop one hand and then reach over, grab the other. Push through your hips, roll your shoulders back, gaze goes up. All right, take your gaze up, arms come up, and exhale. Child's pose. Reverse that bend in your back. Anything that feels good, maybe walk your hands over to the right. Opening up your side body, separating your ribs. And then bringing it back to center. Take it the other way. And lower down. All right, let's come back to center. And exhale, fold. Hands come back. Inhale, raise up. We'll try this one more time. Again, supported or full version. Arms come up. Inhale. And exhale, reach back. Grab your heels. And then push forward. Gaze goes up. Roll your shoulders. Slowly begin to come up. We're going to go into puppy pose this time. So instead of going all the way down into child's pose, your knees and your hips stay high, stay parallel. Lower the front part of your body down. Bring your chin to the mat. This is an amazing stretch for your shoulders as well. All right, you're going to walk your hands back, come to tabletop. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog, upside down V. We're going to raise our left leg all the way up and step it forward. Winding all the way around, coming into 5-star pose. Bend your knees, come into goddess, goalpost arms. Raise your right heel off the mat. Maybe even find some movement there. 2, 1. Exhale, release it back down. Other side. Left heel comes up, hold. Maybe bounce on this side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. This time we're gonna find some balance. So remember your tailbone is tucked here. Your arms are squeezing your shoulder blades together. Raise both heels. And hold. 3, 2, 1 more. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale, bring your hands out to the sides. Pull your core in tight. Lead with your heart. And fold. Dropping your left hand to the mat. Raise your right hand. Inhale, twist. Exhale, drop your right hand. And then raise your left hand. Exhale, release your hand down to the mat. Now remember, try to keep your legs straight here. If you can't reach the floor, you can use a block here. We're gonna fold. Release your hands to the mat. Maybe bring them behind you where your fingertips are facing the back way. Behind you. Bringing your head closer to the mat. And if you had lost your breath, this is a great time to find it again. Bringing your hands back up to the front. We'll walk them over to your right leg. Wrap your left hand around your ankle or your shin. And then take your gaze up. Inhale, walk it back to center, and then take it over to the left side. Wrapping your hand, taking your gaze up. Walk your hands back to center, bend into your knees, and raise back up to goddess pose. Inhale, bring it up, and then exhale, bring it down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, and exhale, squeeze. 3 more. 2, and last one. Bring it all the way down, and then drop your hands to the outsides, or the insides of your knees. We're gonna do a little twist here. Take your right shoulder towards the floor. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Back to center. Arms come up. Over your head, then hands to heart center. We're gonna go into Skandasana, side lunge. Dropping your knee on the right side. If you need a block here, you can use one to help with your balance. Ideally, we wanna stay chest up high. Maybe even bring your toes off of the mat. Take them up towards the sky. Take it all the way over to the other side. Again, you can use the block. And then once you're there and you find balance, take your toes up on that other foot. Let's drop our hands, walk them back to center. Come back to that wide leg forward fold. Then using your core, bring your hands to your waist, and we're gonna raise all the way up. Belly button pulled into your spine. All the way up, arms come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll step back to the front of our mat. Arms come up, inhale. Exhale, swing them down. So you're back to chair pose, Utkatasana. We're gonna go ahead and raise again. Actually, let's bring our hands to heart center and ground through your left foot. Raise your right leg up. Crossing over your left leg. Now, if you can't quite get your foot wrapped all the way around your left leg, just drop your toes to the mat. We're gonna swing our arms open, come back to those goalpost arms. And because our right foot and our right knee is over our left leg, we're gonna bring our left leg, or left arm, over our right. Elbows together and then intertwine your hands together. Bring your elbows up, shoulder height, maybe even take your gaze up. So from the side view, the deeper your seat, the easier it is. Eagle arms, eagle legs, eagle pose. And then we'll swing our arms around. Bring our hands to heart center. Raise that right leg up and then step it down. Fold. Kind of reset here. How about we take our peace fingers to our big toes? If you can't quite reach your toes, your calves are fine. Let's pull down. Relax your head. Probably a little bit deeper fold than whenever we started this morning. All right. Let's roll it all the way back up. Arms come up. Switch back to the front so you can see. Hands through heart center. Down to Utkatasana chair pose. Bring your hands to the heart. Ground through your right foot. Left leg raises and comes over, eagle pose, eagle legs. And again, can't quite get your foot wrapped around, just setting it down by your other foot is fine. Arms swing up. Goal post. Left leg is over your right, so your right elbow is over your left elbow. Interlace your hands. Elbows come up. Gaze goes up. And remember again, the deeper the seat, the easier it is to get that eagle pose. Alright, swing your arms back around. Bring that left leg up, and then exhale, drop it down. Hinge at your hips and forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. Vinyasa, lower halfway. Inhale up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg comes up here. Step it to the outside of your right foot. Inhale, raise up. Drop your left knee to the mat. And then twist. Reverse it, take it back. Bring your left hand to the mat. And then reach your foot back. Reach your hand back, grab your foot. Roll your shoulder. You'll come to the side blade edge of your foot. Then other side, release your foot. Arm comes back up and around. Step your left leg up, and then step your right foot back. Push downward dog. All right, let's do the other side. Left leg comes up. Step it to the outside of your left hand. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, drop your foot. Twist. Drop your right hand. Gaze goes up. Reach back. Reverse it. Almost forgot to put that in there. All right, now swing it back down. Grab your right hand to your foot. Roll your left knee out. Shoulder goes back, gaze goes up. Releasing your foot down to the mat. Plant your hand. Raise your knee. Step it back, high plank. Push up, downward dog. All right, right leg comes up. Step it forward, pigeon pose. Right knee to your right wrist. Arms come up, inhale. And then exhale, fold. slowly make your way back up. If you want, you can reach back with your right hand, raising your left foot, or any other variation of pigeon or maybe mermaid that you might want to take. Whatever you do on one side, do on the other. Give you a couple seconds to play with that. Another thing you can do if you can't quite reach your toes is use a strap or a towel. That'll help give you that extra range that you might need. All right, release your foot. Curl your toes under, kick back, three-leg dog, and then step your foot down. We'll do the other side. Right leg comes up, and step it forward. Drop your knee. Maybe bring your arms up. Exhale, drop down, fold. Make sure your knee is flat on the mat. You don't want to bring it out to the side. Walk your hands back up, and if you did the version that I did on the other side, your left hand will come up and around, reaching back for your right foot, gaze goes over your shoulder. Or you take any variation that you did on the other side, whether it was king pigeon, mermaid. Rest into your pose, breathe into it. Dropping your foot, left hand to the mat, curl your right toes under and kick that left leg back up, three-leg dog. Step it down, back to tabletop. We're going to cross our ankles over here, come to Navasana, boat pose. We'll get a little bit of core work in here. Arms extend in front of you. Make sure you're on your sit bone. Nice tall back. Knees come up. You can stay here. If you choose to take the full variation of boat, you can. Extending both legs tall. But for right now, let's do some toe taps. 5, 4, 3. Use your core. 2, 1. Bring it back up. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your back tall. 1. Bring it up. All right. Couple sit-ups. Let's drop halfway. Inhale up. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more, bring it up. All right, exhale, let's drop our feet to the mat. We'll come down to our back. Your heels are close to your thighs. Your arms are out to your side. We're still working on our core here, so raise your shoulders off of your mat. Thumbs point in. 10 times. We're gonna take our thumb to our elbow and to the other side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and exhale, release. Down to the mat. Take breath. In fact, let's take a deep breath, 3 of them. Inhale, bring all your air in through your nose. Open your mouth. Make an audible exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. Let it all go. 1 more time. Deep inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale. All right. Grab your towel. Grab a drink of water real quick. And we'll start cooling down. Again, here you can use a block. We're going to go into bridge. We'll do 2 bridges, and then we'll do a optional wheel pose if it's in your practice. If not, we'll take another bridge. Arms come out. A supported bridge, you can use a block for. You'll come down, bring your heels close to your thighs, pushing through the mat, take your block, and place it underneath your sacral area. From there, you can take different options like raising your leg. But whatever you do on one side, just make sure you get it on the other side as well. So you're just going to go into the regular version of bridge. You'll raise up, inhale, maybe walk your hands underneath, interlace your fingers, and then press through. Your knees and your feet are hip width apart. Toes are pointing towards the front of the room or the front of your mat. Maybe squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And then bring it out, exhale, release your hands, bring your hips to the mat, and then pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Drop your feet back down. We've got 2 more bridges or a bridge and a wheel to do. Hands come down to your sides, and inhale, raise up, push through. Another variation here. Maybe raise your heels off the mat and then bring them down. 3, 2, one more. And exhale, release. Hips to the floor, knees to your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe even roll side to side. Now here's the one you get an option. You can choose to go into bridge, which is what we just did, or you can choose to go into wheel. Wheel is like a back bend if you're used to gymnastics terms. Hands up by your shoulders. Come to your head first and then push through up. Pressing through your feet, pressing through your palms. Inhale, raise up and hold. 5 breaths, or you can do some push-ups if you're feeling motivated. Drop your head to the mat or your shoulders back down, hips down. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll it side to side. And then raise both of your feet up. Waterfall. Your feet are flexed, so they're flat, like you're trying to push through the ceiling here. We're going to drop one foot. Take it almost all the way down. Move up where you can see. I'll do 90. So switch it 90% of the way. Leave that extra 10 degrees. Drop and switch. 5 more times. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And then bring it back up. From here, we're going to roll, coming into shoulder stand. Elbows are into the mat. Your hands are going to support your sacrum or your lower back area. Roll onto your shoulders. Plant your hands. Keep your elbows in and extend tall. If you're not here, maybe just bring your knees to your chest or toward your face. If you can extend, you can stay here. If you have plow in your practice, pull your core in tight and drop your feet back. Slowly make your way back up. Release your hands down. Drop your hips. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. From here, we're going to roll up back to an easy seated position. So just roll until you can roll yourself all the way up. Use your core. Bring your legs out in front of you. Actually, I'll do it this way. Staff pose. Keep your toes and your feet engaged. So it's almost, if they're straight, your heels will actually come off the mat. Arms come up. Lead with your heart fold. Inhale, let's come back up. And then exhale, drop your hands down to the sides. Pull your right knee in, all the way into your thigh. I'm going to give you two options. Let me see, maybe from an angle is best. So your right knee is pulled into your thigh. Heel as close as you can to the back of your thigh. You have a nice tall spine. Use your left elbow to either wrap around your knee, drop your right hand to the mat, or you can take it to the outside of your knee for a deeper extension. Arm can stay out, you can have it bent. Whatever option you choose. I'm just going to wrap mine today. Take your gaze up and twist over your shoulder. Coming back to center. Go ahead and drop your knee to the mat. Pull your heel into your inner thigh. Take your elbow to the inside of your knee. And then roll that arm all the way up and around. Overstretch. Inhale, raise back up. We'll switch sides. Let's take our left leg to the center. Extend both out. Remember again, your feet are engaged. Toes pointed up. Arms come up. Inhale, pull your core in tight. Exhale, fold. I'm feeling good. Feeling all right. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring that left knee up this time. As close as you can to your inner thigh. Nice tall spine. Elbow wraps around your knee. Or for the deeper version, bring your elbow to the outside of your knee. Nice tall spine. Left hand goes back. And twist. Gaze is over your left shoulder. Nice and tall. Try not to round your back here. You want to be tall. It's going to give you that stretch that you need in the upper part of your back. Your rhomboids, your thoracic area. All right, let's twist it back around. Left heel into your inner thigh. Actually, take your leg out wide. Now bring it in. Right arm's going to come into the inside of your leg. Left arm comes up and around and over. Inhale, bring it back to center. Pull that right leg in. Feet together. Bound angle pose. Baddha Konasana. Thumbs into the insides of your feet. Nice tall spine. Let's open up. Lead with your heart. Press your elbows into your legs. And then drop your head. This is good. You can stay here if you want to extend your hands and bring yourself closer to the floor. You can do that. And then inhale, let's raise back up. Grab the outsides of your knees, pull them in. Back to your mat. Let's go ahead and come down to your back. Arms are going to extend out to your sides. Extend your left leg all the way up. Cross it over into that supine pigeon pose. So your right ankle is touching your knee. Your right hand pushes into your right knee. You're opening your hip up here. All this, you're creating space. It's the time to come back to your breath if you've lost it. Again, cooling down. Hands are going to go in between right leg. Left hand goes to the outside of your left thigh. Interlace your fingers and pull back. Alright, release your fingers, drop your foot to the mat, but keep your leg crossed here. Our arms come out to a T. We're going to drop our right foot, our left knee, over to the left side. And then take your gaze over your right shoulder. Now, if this feels good to you, you can stay here. If you want to deepen the stretch just a little bit, raise your left hand, bring it to the outside of your right knee, and then slowly and mindfully begin to bring it down towards the floor. Be very mindful of your lower back. One more breath. And then release. Bring your legs back to center. Gaze goes up. And then extend your right foot all the way up. Exhale, drop it down. We'll do the same thing on the left side. Left leg comes up, nice and flexed there. Cross it over, ankle to knee. Use your left hand to press your knee away. Again, opening up that side body, opening up your hip. Release your knee, interlace left hand in between the center, right hand to the outside. Flex feet and pull back. And interlace your fingers here. Drop your right foot down. Hands come out to the sides. Your left foot, right knee, it's going to drop over to the right side. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. And if you did so on the other side and you want to do it on the other side as well, take your right hand to your left knee, slowly and mindfully dropping it down to the floor. Or a deeper version. Then releasing your knee, bringing them back up to center, bringing your gaze back to up to center. We'll extend our left leg out. And then exhale, drop it down. Take your knees to the inside, the center of your mat. We're gonna heel toe our feet out to the outside edges. Keeping them in close. And we're just gonna drop them right to left. Windshield wipers. Each side. Two more times on each side. Dropping it to the right, raising it up. Dropping it to the left. Last time. Alright. Bring them back to center. We'll do our final pose before Shavasana. Final pose. Well, that will actually be the final pose. Grab the outsides of your feet. Bring your knees into your side body. Happy baby. Rock side to side. Massage your back a little. You deserve it. Back to center. Release your feet down. Actually, keep your knees into your chest. We're going to grab our elbows with opposite hands. Pull it in as tight as you can. Create a ball. Hold your breath. Hold everything in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it all in. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Release everything down to the mat. Your arms come down. Bring your feet out to the sides of your mat. Prepare for Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. Two more. Deep breath in. Fill your lungs all the way up. Open your mouth, let it go. And last time, breathe in that good, fresh air. Inhale. Positive love and light. Open your mouth, exhale. Anything that doesn't serve you. Let your eyes relax. Let them fall down. Closing up, relaxing your forehead, relaxing your eyebrows and the area between your eyebrows, down through your jaw, unclenching your teeth, maybe sticking your tongue out of your mouth for a second and then dropping it down to the bottom of your mouth. Relaxing your shoulders, down to your elbows. Just scan your entire body. Anywhere that you may feel discomfort, just breathe in. Breathe in some nice air, focusing on that area, and relax, let it go. Any tension that you feel, let it go. Down to your hips, to your knees, down all the way to your fingertips and your toes, extending them long. Letting energy pass through your toes, pass through your fingers. Keeping your mind nice and clear. I'll ask that you stay in this pose for 5 minutes or so, maybe a little longer if you choose. There's no rush, just to leave. Thank yourself for coming to the mat today, getting your practice in. The day's barely started and you're already ahead. Thank you all for allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope you enjoyed this little change up from the gentle yoga. We'll do this once a week. We'll also do a power vinyasa on Tuesdays. So I look forward to seeing all of you here again. Love and light. Thank you for allowing me to share my practice. Namaste.